Kitchen helps you get paid for your work easily with the integrated invoice software. The tool allows you to create and send one-time or recurring invoices for projects in minutes and get paid via Stripe, PayPal, and more. So let's list most of these features. All available payment options in the invoice depend on your global checkout settings. You can configure this by going to Settings and then selecting Checkout. In addition, you can give your clients multiple payment methods to choose from. Just make sure you connect your payment processors, Stripe, PayPal, etc., before you start creating invoices. To create a new invoice, click on the Create in Folder menu to any folder, select Invoice, and then choose One-Time Invoice. The invoice editor has the following customization options: invoice number that you can edit at any time, even after finalizing the invoice. Select a client where you can select the client associated with the invoice. Add items where you can add the services you're billing your client for, with prices and quantities. You can add one-time services that are unique to the project and you don't plan to add again later. Or you can create new services in order to have the item saved in the drop-down menu for later use. The next option is Add Taxes, where you can add the name of the tax and the amount in percentage, including negative taxes if you need to add a discount. Use the Payment section to set a due date for the invoice payment, as well as to select the payment methods. You also have advanced options where you can add the date of issue, a memo, a footer note. You can set reminders for your client to pay the invoice, change invoice currency, and change the language of the invoice. When you first create your invoice, it gets saved as draft automatically. To finalize your invoice, first, go through the invoice preview to make sure you added all the attributes you need. When you're ready, click the Finalize button on the top right corner of the screen. Now clients will be able to pay this invoice. To notify your clients that there's an invoice, click the Send button in the top right corner of the editor, and it will open a modal window with 3 tabs, each dedicated to a different sending option. Click on the Send to Conversation input and select a different conversation. If you prefer to send the invoice to your client via email, click the Email tab of the same modal window where you have 3 different options. You can send the invoice to your client's email and even add multiple email addresses. Another option is to just copy the link to the payment page and give it to your client. The client then receives the link to the invoice in the project conversation or via email. Once they click the link, it will redirect them to the payment page, where they can choose a preferred payment method from the ones you pre-selected in the invoice. When the client pays the invoice, they will see a payment confirmation page that includes the option to download the invoice in PDF. Payments received through Kitchen are always deposited into your account immediately. Kitchen does not charge any transactional fees. Thanks for watching.